but I hope so. I got boiled eggs. Let's see what I have in here. Oh, God. I was hoping that I would see that girl that we saw yesterday, today. The girl that I told y'all that I work at a restaurant with that was mentioned in some of the text messages. What is it? Remember? Oh no. Oh no! I don't have any tahine. I must have put it in storage. It's oatmeal. What do I have? I got mayonnaise and hot mustard for the eggs, but I wanted to put tahine on this watermelon. I hope that this actually has taste to it because the last time it didn't, remember? Y'all, I'm so tired. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. I'm living my schedule since nobody's hiring me. I'm just gonna stay to my schedule. So usually by now I'm tired because I got up so early. I did 4 job interviews and 22 new job applications. Same shit, different day. Alright, let's see if this has any flavor. This time we got watermelon. It did not have flavor. Looks juicy. I just don't know where all the flavor is gone in the fruit. Can you believe that they only give you 20 and some fuzzy socks at the freaking blood donation place? There's some places that you can make up to $1,000 a month giving blood. I just find it so crazy that red blood truck only gives you $20 and a pair of fuzzy socks, especially when they're going to profit off of it greatly. Do y'all know how expensive blood is? They need it really bad. I think there's been a blood shortage since COVID. I thought I had tahine, but I don't. I wish I did. I don't know where though. I need to clean up. This is much better than that McDonald's burger. Somebody sent me $20. Thank you. Daniel. It was Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. It just lacks flavor, but it's okay. Yeah, Juan, that sounds like a great idea. Unfortunately, I don't have the money to do that. It takes money to make money. Those booths, the ones at the flea market at Buckhorn, they used to start at like, I think 50 and go up. But Buckhorn got shut down, so they don't even have that anymore. At least that's what some girl told me, that Buckhorn was shut. Like, even the texture is kind of off. I don't know if you can see it, but it's genetically modified. Of course it is. Everything is. I know one thing. My ass is going to bed early tonight, baby. Yeah, I got your titty. I got your titty. Alright. There's a piece left for later. I'm trying to make sure that there's no, like, juices gonna spill out in my car. The last time I got a melon, I forgot to eat it. But it had a bunch of juice in the container, and I set it down at Planet Fitness on the counter. And I got watermelon juice everywhere. And one of the workers looked at the other worker and said, I lifted up my watermelon, and I said, oh my God, I got watermelon juice everywhere. I'm so sorry. And the guy said, it's okay. He's going to lick it up. They were joking. It was kind of funny, though. I got a new protein bowl. This is Oinkos. Oinkins. Y'all know I can't say it. Oinkins. Complete protein mix-ins. Non-essential amino acids. It's supposed to be like s'mores. S'mores. I'm going to shake the yogurt up. Yeah, that McDonald's Happy Meal wasn't hitting it. I tried. Dang. Have we tried this? Why does this look so familiar? It's good. Yeah, we've tried this. I forgot. As soon as I tasted it, it came back to me. It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me now. Oh my God, I'm getting it in my hair. Where is a fork and a spoon? And a spoon gonna fly me away to the moon. Carry on, bow, 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 bow. What song was that? Who is that? Name the tune. Down, 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 down. Oh God. Oh God. Is that Leonard Skinner? A needle and a spoon. Take me away to the moon. Carry me away. I feel like it was in the Forrest Gump movie. When Jenny was about to jump off the thingy-madoodle. I can't remember. Hey, I found one. Got 2 knives. It's clean. Alright. Where is all of my utensils gone? I don't know. My car hasn't been the same since we done cleaned it out. And had to put everything in storage. So it looks like it's got chocolate, little tiny chocolate chips. Lots of like granola. It's probably cookie graham crackers. That's what it is. Graham crackers. And some kind of, it's got crack. Oh, no, that's not crack. It looks like it, though. It looks like it. Don't it? Listen. I don't make the rules. Don't it look like that? Jesus. What is it? It's some like little white chocolate. That's good. It doesn't say what it is, but it's delicious. It's like little, tastes like marshmallow candy pieces. Ooh, it looks like marshmallow candy pieces. Yeah, it's some kind of little, it's got like chocolate, but it's also crunchy. It's yummy. Magically delicious. Come on, get in there. It's giving me a hard time. So it looks good. The yogurt is like a marshmallow flavor. It's delicious too. Oh, it's yummy. The yogurt is a little better, like bitter. Oh, darn. I forget. Y'all, I'm 2 seconds from a bunch of those I need to be 2 seconds from getting a memory. If I could go purchase one of those, we would be wonderful. Those Velcro strips, inside is sticky and the other side you can like stick stuff to it. It's like mounting tape, but it's got a Velcro. And I found my Venmo. I do have a card. It's in storage, but I do have one. It's Velcro. 3mm makes it. That company, 3M, they make it. It's Velcro strip that you can cut. You stick one side of the Velcro to the back of the sauce and the other side of the Velcro to the dash. And then you can Velcro your stuff, items to the dash. You tell me why I'm thinking about ruining a perfectly good dash by getting some of those just to be able to find stuff. What do you guys think? What if I get some at 3M and I'll be able to like, even, I know it sounds crazy, but even simple stuff like this that I use every day, I can never find it. So what if I Velcroed it to the dash? Put me like 20 pieces of Velcro. I know it sounds crazy, but even this is my only pin. So when I lose it, I can't have it. Velcro to the dash. Maybe some of my safety equipment. That's a pepper gel. You know, safe to the dash. I need to try that because I can't find certain things. Even like my phone chargers. This is what I do. Look at this. You know how complicated this is. I can't never find nothing because they're all just knotted up or just laying around. I need to clean up a little bit. We'll do that after I eat. And also, by next month, we're going to have to make some new window covers because they're shrinking. Sorry, I got the burps. Shrinking from the heat. Thank you, Steven. I hope you're having a lovely afternoon. Really appreciate that. Yeah, they're starting to shrink. It's not bad enough that I think anybody's going to be trying to peek in or anything. I think that most people in this area know that I'm crazy and they kind of leave me alone. Which is what I want. Thank you. Love you. You know, like, I just, you know, people don't understand how hard it is living out of your car, like dealing with society. Most of y'all that I meet in society, you're minding your own business, but a lot of the mentally unwell people will try to open your car door, ask you for money. I had one guy that followed me to 3 different places today. I had actually slept at a Walmart last night. When I got out of my car this morning, I went to go use the bathroom, and as I was leaving the bathroom, I noticed that there's a guy on a bicycle in a flannel. Didn't think anything of it because a lot of people bicycle, walk, you know, and so it wasn't really an issue until I got to McDonald's and I noticed he had rode up to the McDonald's behind me. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. But I had job interviews to do and job applications to fill out. So I'm sitting there doing that. And he tries to walk up to the vehicle and I immediately, I go crazy. I do. I go absolutely nuts when they try to walk up to my car. I'm gonna lie. Like, I want you to fear me. I want you to know that these guns, okay? Talking to my mic, talking to my other mic, like, so I go nuts. I'm like, get away from my car. I'm like, what's wrong with people? Y'all be out here trying to get shot. Like, he walks away from my car, but he lingers in the parking lot for another 30 minutes watching me. I'm like, all right, he's leaving me alone. I'm gonna shut the hell up. Went back to doing my little job stuff. I leave and I see him get on his bike and bicycle over to where I'm about to pull out of the shopping center. And sure enough, I'm at a light waiting, and this son of a biscuit comes flying by me on a bicycle, okay, as I'm stopped at the red light. He busts off right towards the gym where I was headed. And I said, oh, Lord. like I was in the turning lane, so he knew that I was turning that way. And this literally is all within a 0.2 mile radius of each other, all of businesses, so it's not hard to bike there. So while I'm waiting on the light to hit the main road to the gym, he's already saw that I'm in the turning lane. He was all ass. He come by me like, woof. I said, how did that old man get that bike up that fast? It's not a hill or anything there. It's a flat road. Woof, by me. He hit that turn. busted that left hand. And I said, oh, Lord. I said, please don't follow me to Planet Fitness, because by the time I go through the light, then I'm done caught up to him, and he's going to be able to see where I'm turning in. And sure enough, like clockwork, he followed me in there. So come to find out, he's a panhandler, and he stood out there asking people for money, and he was trying to ask me for money. Honey, take a hint. Take a freaking hint. Like, I know I look like a supermodel, but no, I'm joking. Like, for real. Take a hint. Honey, I'm literally living out of a car. Babe, y'all know that I be giving money to panhandlers. I shouldn't. And I don't do it all the time. I've done it once since I've had a channel. And the only reason I did that was because it was a veteran. If I'm not mistaken, it was a veteran. And they looked like they were going through it. And they didn't look like they had a drug problem. So there are certain circumstances where if I've got a spare dollar, and that day that I gave that man that money, that was some of my last cash, because, like, dude, do you know the amount of times I used to get money to panhandlers in Charlotte, and then I would go into work and make $1,000? It was God blessing me. Yeah, I'm living in sin, but I wholeheartedly, and it would be right before a bill or something important was due, you know, and I wholeheartedly believe that what you not view is valuable, $1, to some people, that's the difference between eating and not eating. You know what I mean? So I feel for people like that. And if I got it, I'm on you, honey. But, like, also the amount of times that I did that in Charlotte, and I would have a wonderful evening, and I'm like, why? How? Why? Like, it would be so dead in the clubs. And then some freaking rodeo cowboy walks in, legitimate story, hands me his damn $50,000 cowboy hat that was signed by him, one of the biggest rodeo drivers of the world, stars of which, by the way, he's married and he's a piece of crap. We'll talk about that one day. Comes in, drops $5,000 on me, and then asks me if I want to go line dancing. So then I had nights like that, and it was all after I tipped somebody $1 when I was struggling on work. It's crazy how things used to happen. What was his name? He was on Oprah. Where's my computer? Oh, God, I've been robbed. I've been robbed. It's in the floor. Let me tell you about this punk. So, I actually was on break from work. I got there early that morning at 11. I'm working day shift in the strip club. It was in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Women's Club. This kid comes in. And he's super young, y'all. I mean, he looked young at the time. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can find him. Pro Bull Rider. If y'all know who I'm talking about. Man 32 retired. I got freaking videos of back then that I need to post. That I need to, like, get from Snapchat. When I had his hat on and stuff. It was wild. So first of all, he gave me his hat, trying to talk me into meeting him outside of work. He had dropped thousands of dollars on me, and he was very respectful. He was not pushing me for sex or anything like that. And back in the day, I was kind of wild, okay? I know it's hard to believe. So I said, sure, give me your number. When I get off, I'll let you know. His name is J.B. Mooney. This is him, y'all. When I tell y'all he is a jerk. How about I only know that he's married because I watched this special by accident a couple months ago. See how it was just released in May? I didn't even, when I tell you his face come on the screen and I had a visceral reaction to seeing that POS. Oh, but he's so loved by everybody, and he's been an amazing da-da-da-da-da. Let me tell you, this is a married man who was 2 steps from cheating his wife, and would have if I wouldn't have put a stop to it. So he come in, it's mid-afternoon, it's like 5 o'clock on a Tuesday. I had just walked from outside into the club because I went to go grab me some food at the restaurant next door to the club. It was in a shopping center, and this was one of the best clubs in Charlotte at the time. So I'm walking through, and my manager comes running up to me, and he's like, you need to go get dressed right now. And I'm like, why? And he's like, there's a dude in VIP, and he's already paid for an hour with you. And I'm like, what? I ain't even had my lunch, okay? And I'm like, oh, God, here we go. Because I knew that I was going to have to start drinking. Because if you're in VIP, you get a bottle of champagne. So I'm like, screw it, I won't even eat. I remember throwing my food in the back, and I immediately go to the back and I meet this guy. He'd already prepaid for dances with me, hours of dances. So he's dropped money, right? So we're talking, we're getting to know each other. He told me he was a bull rider. He was in the same outfit that they have him interviewed in here. It was a blue button up, blue jeans, his big ass belt buckle, and his hat and cowboy boots. And so I'm like, oh my God, this guy's so sweet. And then he tells me he's single, and I'm like, oh my God, he's so my type. So then he's like, what are you doing when you get off? And I'm like, well, nothing. He's like, well, let's go. Oh, you know what? It was a Friday night or a Saturday night, because I drove over to meet him at a line dancing place. It's called Coyote Joe's, I do believe, or something. No, what is it freaking called? What is that place in Charlotte, you guys? And it's a line dancing spot in Charlotte. It's huge, y'all. If you ever go to Charlotte, North Carolina, line dancing, you need to check this place out. So I've only been a few times, but let me tell you how this man acted when we got to this place. It's called Coyote Joe's, and it's in Charlotte off of Wilkinson's Boulevard. It's a huge bar. It's like Nashville on steroids, but it's in North Carolina, in Charlotte. So I meet JP Mooney, the professional rider. I meet him at work. I was wild. We were drinking. We did hours in VIP. I'm making thousands of dollars. We're drinking champagne. I then go to the dressing room to eat, and I'd gotten his number, and he had gave me his bull riding hat. He had a cowboy hat on, and it was a specially handcrafted hat from another country. It had his name embroidered on the inside with his name embroidered on the outside. And he actually gave me the hat, right? He gives me the hat. He's like, he's like, come out to Coyote Joe's and meet me over there. And he said, I'm headed over there now. I said, okay. So I had gotten a hotel that night at some hotel in Charlotte off of Tryon, not the best area. I think it was a bank or something. I don't remember. But I had gotten a hotel because I wanted to stay in the city, because I thought we were going to be drinking and clubbing, and I didn't want to be drinking and driving. So I get in the truck after getting my hotel, after eating, and I head over to meet him at Coyote Joe's. As soon as I pull in the parking lot, this asshole is standing out there with an attitude. Now, he's been kind of, I don't know, kind of crass, is that the word? Like, he was kind of rough around the edges in the club, but I noticed that he some weird, like, his personality was kind of off. Like, he had a social thing, like, and if you see him in interviews, you can see what I'm talking about. He's just kind of not a very emotional, like, he's not a very expressive person. He's kind of a meat kind of guy, but his attitude is kind of crass a little bit at times. Like, he's rough around the edges. But by the time I met him at Coyote Joe's, he was unhinged. He was rude. He was grabbing me. I remember we went to go get a beer, and when we walked up to get a beer, I remember they gave us the beer, and he like grabbed me by the wrist saying, let's dance. And I said, I really don't want to dance. And I said, let's, talk. Let's go upstairs and see what's going on, so that we can because there's like a balcony area where you can overlook where everybody's dancing. And I remember him saying like, oh, where did you get a hotel? And I told him. And he's like, oh, well, when I leave here, I'm going to follow you over there and get a hotel. Well, I really didn't think of anything of it. I figured, well, what's the problem? Like, it's not, if he can get his own room, he can get his own room. And he did get his own room. But he absolutely was expecting me to come back to his room. And I remember going, and he got an Uber back before me. And then I went back, and I'd gotten some beer on the way back to the hotel. And I went down there to hang out, and that's when he got not only super aggressive, but fucking rude. When I say rude, he pretty much was saying, oh, I spent all this money at the club, da-da-da-da-da, you owe me this. Bitch, bye. Like, that was 5 hours ago, and like, you don't get to, you're lucky I even met you outside of the club, number one. You're lucky I even met you outside of the club. Most girls would have charged you $1,000 just to go line dance at fucking Coyote Joe's. But anyways, I digress. So he turned into a complete asshole. Now, when we were at the bar, he kept putting his arm around like my neck and stuff, and like squeezing and kind of rough playing. Now at this point, he's drunk. Once again, he keeps saying single. He's talking about his upcoming events, blah, 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 blah. When was this? I want to say that this was 2021. It had to have been 2021. Or the beginning of 2022. Anyways, apparently he's married. Yeah, he's married with kids. And I didn't even know this. He was a complete asshole. When I remember going to leave and he like grabbed my wrist and was like, da 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 da, and bitching at me. And I was like, I am done with this. And I remember him snap hat off of my head. Like, dude was crazy. So this was in April. They said that he became, this is crazy. I even remembered this. JP Mahoney. I can't say it. So apparently he is retired now. I was looking for a picture. Yeah, it's probably his wife. Yeah, it's his, oh no. That's his mom. It's just crazy. Yeah, that's him right there. Complete asshole. Look how old he looks. He's only 37, but look at him. He looks 55. He does look better in person, I will say that, but money with more than 7.4 million. And for most event victories on the professional bull rider circuit, yeah, complete jerk. I'll never forget that. When I was like, I remember him trying to get me to like sit on the bed, and like I was just like, no. And that's when the shit hit the fan, you know, grabbing me at the club and putting his forearm around me and like squeezing real hard. And anytime I would try to talk to him about anything that was real, like a regular surface level person, he was incapable of having real conversation about anything, you know. So that should have been a telltale one back then, but it wasn't. So, I like it better letting the crumbs kind of soak in with the yogurt. I think that it's amazing how people like that have the community, like, respect them, think one way about them. Even before I started dancing for him, I could tell mentally he was off. Something's not right. Like, he's wired like the rest of us. I could tell that. And then to see those interviews where they're like saying that he's this great guy. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's an asshole. Not only is he an asshole, he blatantly disrespects women. I mean, you're out here in other state trying to cheat on your wife, telling girls that you're single. That's not a good man. That's a piece of shit. I like how y'all make stupid assumptions, too. Oh, speaking of that. Dang, I need to show y'all. Let me see if I can find it. I hate Google Pictures. They don't ever have what I need. Here we go. I'll show y'all what some strippers look like. Yep. I wish I were lying, but, you know, it's true, man. It is true. And this is a majority. I mean, look at this. What a hot mess express. This is true. So when somebody like me comes in there, there's problems because God, look at this. What in the demonic is going on here. I mean, just the difference in the class level and like what it used to be. I mean, this is different. Look at those girls. Those are girls that, you know, those are stripper. Yeah. It's just like when they damn took the pretty girls off of Sports Illustrated. It's not the same. It's just, you know, not everybody can be a Sports Illustrated girl. Sorry. And you really can't even find pictures of dancers, because I'm going to have some videos coming of like the type of girls that are in clubs now as opposed to what used to be, because it's changed a lot. You know, the majority of clubs that I work in now, you know, they're body positive, and that's great. You do need girls from size and, you know, all different kinds of girls. However, the issue is that these clubs are so poorly ran that they have, you know, 25, 30 subpar girls, and they get a pretty girl that's higher end, and the not so pretty girls try to bully the pretty girl, and so all of the pretty girls have left the industry. They're over it. It's not worth it anymore. They go to work and make $50. That doesn't even cover the gas to get there, or the food that they have to eat in that 10-hour shift. You know who else I met that actually was a huge star? I didn't meet him at a strip club. I met him in California. I'm trying to find a picture. He killed Opie. This guy right here, I met him out in California when I went to, he was so, y'all, he's a big old teddy bear. He was super nice. He got a lot of backlash because apparently he killed Opie in the show, and people took it personal, and like he was talking about how big he is in comparison to the other men. He's a big guy. Oh, I wonder if he's still alive. Yeah, he said that he received so much hate, like, it affected his career playing that role because people took it so personal and they were, like, hunting him down, and there was severe issues. That's so sad. It's Winston James Francis. 7 foot tall. 330 pounds. That is a beast of a man, okay? It looks like he still is alive. Yeah, he was a sweetheart. I have pictures with him somewhere. I've met a few people that were like, I don't know, he was so easy to talk to, though. We were at, like, a nightclub. We were outside of Capitol Records and got a private tour of Capitol Records because when I was out there, I knew people that could get in there. So, it was fun. I had a good trip. I mean, I went out there to explore the porn industry. Not for me. Not for me. Not it. Not it. I don't think so. Apple debuts iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 16 Pro Max. What's the new features? Powered by the A18 Pro chip and built for Apple Intelligence. The Pro lineup introduces larger display sizes, camera control, innovative Pro camera features, and a huge leap in battery life. I fell for it last time. I ain't falling for it this time. I will never purchase Apple products again. Ever. I hate them. So they're supposed to be debating. When are they going to debate? So Harris and Trump is going to debate tomorrow? Is it tomorrow? Tuesday. Yes. We gonna watch that. We gonna watch that. I can't wait to see him him make a fool out of her. Oh God, it's not hard. Just get her laughing and lower. It's a wrap. So it says Tuesday's presidential debate, ending up for a showdown that reflects not just two separate visions for the country, but two politicians who approach their 2024 election campaigns very differently. Now, it says that 43 minutes ago, Trump shows support for classifying marijuana as a less dangerous drug. Oh, this is the AP News. It says President Joe Biden plans to watch the debate between Trump. He's wasting his time. Lord, will he even be, aware enough to watch that? That is so funny. Why are they telling us that? I guess because I guess they want us to still believe that all is well in the White House and that he's going to be paying attention to the debate. Like, what is this? A 250-page report from the House of Representatives Foreign Affairs Committee said that the Biden administration, it's their fault for failing to anticipate the Taliban's rapid takeover and neglecting to prepare for the orderly departure of non-combat personnel. Now, this is, it says partisan divisions over the chaotic 2021 pullout of West forces from Afghanistan. Let's see. In Philadelphia, after a Republican-led congressional report attempted to implicate Kamala Harris, the decision led to a shambolic evacuation effort, and numerous American civilians and U.S. affiliated Afghanistan's being left stranded as the country fell to hardline Islamic forces that America and its NATO allies had spent 20 years trying to defeat. Now, we all know that it was, I I remember a few years back I heard, or not so long ago, I heard that there were soldiers that had to just abandon all of their equipment there. They weren't allowed to bring anything. And then they later deployed for something else and were charged because their uniforms and property was never turned in to the right outlets, and they were penalized for that. So it says Vice President Kamala Harris was the last person in the room when the President Biden made the decision to withdraw all U.S. forces from Afghanistan. In fact, a fact that she boasted about shortly, President Biden issued his go-to-zero order. Despite warnings against withdrawing by senior leaders, Vice President Harris and President Biden strongly supported. Oh, it says Vice President Harris strongly supported President Biden's decision to pull out of Afghanistan. Democrats accused the Republican to exploit the withdrawal for election purposes while overlooking the fact that the presidential nominee, Donald Trump, took the original decision to withdraw the U.S. troops from Afghanistan when he was president. Republicans now claim... blah, blah, blah. Harris's alleged role in the withdrawal seems likely to arise when she meets Trump for their only scheduled televised debate in Philadelphia on Tuesday. I like how they want to care now. Why didn't you care when it was happening? Whoa, kayakers find body in Johns River in North Carolina. That's like not far from me. Whoa, the Burke County Sheriff's Office said they took Robert Dale Ford, Rocky Lee Dale, and Lori Knight Stevens into custody in connection with the case. Investigators said on August 30th, kayakers discovered a body located in the Johns River near the area Corpin Bridge Road. It's a canoe access area. 3 charged after the body was found. Did they did it? I'm confused. I mean, they kind of look like they might. I'm just, yeah. I'm just saying, she don't look like a sweet old grandma to me. She ain't the kind of grandma I want to be around. Grandma's been out here murdering people. A search warrant was later issued for an area off of Pax Hill Road leading to Ford, Dale, and Stevens. Investigators say all 3 were charged with 1 count each of felony concealment of death and distributing human remains. Yeah. See, here's a real bond. Ford received $135,000 secured bond. Dale received no bond. Why? And Stevens received a $75 secure bond. Oh, well, maybe he doesn't have a bond at all. All 3 will appear in court on September 9th in Burke County. And that'll be... I wonder how they're not releasing anything else at this time. So scary. Imagine you're out there with your kids on the lake, just canoeing down, and all of a sudden you see 3 weirdos in a canoe and a dead body. This is the update. It says 3 charged human remains. I need some water. My lips are so dry and I keep messing with them. Ouch. It's a nervous habit too. That's it. It doesn't tell anything else. That sucks. Trump says he will vote yes on a Florida ballot to measure. Hold on. Ballot measure to legalize marijuana. It says if passed, the ballot measure would permit residents over 21 to possess, buy, or consume marijuana recreationally. He says, quote, as I have previously stated, I believe it is time to needless arrest and incarcerations of adults for small amounts of marijuana for personal use. Now, he said that on a post on his Truth social platform on this past Saturday night. Trump said that if he's elected, his administration will continue to focus on research to unlock the medical use of marijuana to a Schedule III drug and work with Congress to pass common sense laws, including safe banking for state-authorized companies and supporting states' rights to pass marijuana laws, like in Florida, that work well for their citizens. Y'all, I want to laugh. Let's see if we can find some crazy Florida stories. Why do I always go to Florida for the funny ones? I'm telling you, that one with that guy on the hood of the car, yes, still has me in darn stitches. Still. He was hanging onto that darn car. It was a transfer truck carrying his ass down the road. Hilarious. But every time I want to see something funny, I go to the Florida. Try to go see some funny Florida stories. I need lip gloss. So I like this e.l.f. brand. Wish there was more in there. I mean, for $4, $3, however much it is, I guess it's more than enough. Why are you crying? I just can't. Y'all, these are people with real drug problems. Hold on, it says, Florida man on drugs kills imaginary friend and turns himself in. Look at him. He's really sad. Was he so sad? Hold on, let's see if I can click on it and actually read the story. Okay, maybe not. He's so sad. And why does it look like somebody was fighting him back? Because both of his eyes are blood. Are you sure that was an imaginary friend? Lord have mercy. I mean, he's just so... It won't let me clean. I'm so annoyed. Sounds about Florida. man, I'm so tired. I'm going to bed at like 7 o'clock. I'm not even joking. I'm getting up super early. Again, do it all over. Oh, poor kitty. I can't stand to see animals abused. Oh God, what happened? Y'all, look at this. What in the heck? Looks like something off of a damn movie. He's got to be making a crazy face. So let me tell you what this sick soul did. Let's see. How old is this guy? He's a 60-year-old Florida man. So this guy James was out cruising after 7 p.m. He was just out riding around for about an hour. He decides it's the perfect time to play bumper cars with the police, a police cruiser. The cop car had its emergency lights on, doing a whole traffic thing, and bam, James just crashes into it. Thankfully, the officer in the line of fire only got some bumps and bruises, nothing too serious. They just had to make a pit stop at the hospital to patch him. Meanwhile, James wasn't actually in the condition to be driving Miss Daisy. Turns out he's under the influence. Okay, maybe that's an understatement. Just look at this mugshot. We see it. The police weren't having any of that nonsense. They scooped him up quickly and slapped the cuffs on him. Now, James wasn't just sipping on some gin and juice. The guy was also carrying fentanyl. James, you know, the worst decision possible when it comes to party favor. So add that to the list of his other charges, like DWI and involving property damage, thanks to his close encounter of the police car kind. Driving on a suspended license. There's those dumb decisions again. Possession of fentanyl. Now that's a bad night. What an idiot. James, you're out here drinking and driving and drugging with no license, sir. And he'll be like, I swear they got it wrong. I wouldn't do nothing wrong. You know he will. They screwed me over, man. It's not even my fault. I didn't know it was a cop car. Ah. Did I tell y'all that I'm on X now? You can find me on X at Breezy Briefs with Brooke. Or no, at Briefs with 25. Sorry. That lady's gone again, y'all. The lady that's on the curb really upsets me when she's out there. I'm hoping that when she's not there, somebody's helping take care of her, because she's an elderly old lady that's been sitting in the same place for like a year now. So heartbreaking. It tears my nerves up. Oh, God. Y'all. Daytona Beach, Florida, of course. An exotic dancer is accused of pointing a BB gun at her bosses after getting in a fight with another dancer on Wednesday, according to the Daytona Police Department. Amber Colquhoun, 28, told police she was dancing on stage at Pinup's Gentlemen's Club on International Speedway Boulevard, and customers were throwing money at her, but another dancer who wasn't performing at the time was collecting cash. Oh, that's a no-no. I've been in the club and had women that were patrons try to steal money off of the stage. Absolutely. Not only that, if dudes are throwing big wads of money while you're sitting with customers at a table, girls that are patrons will try to pick the money up off the ground and steal your money. That is literally the quickest way to get your ass whooped in a strip club. Be messing with girls' money. It's not smart. Not smart. I mean, it ain't smart for her to be brandishing a gun either, or a real gun. It says the two dancers that got involved in a verbal altercation, so management stepped in and resolved it, saying that the dancer that stole the money wouldn't be punished because she only took $3. Now, Amber, the dancer, insisted it was over $25. Amber said she was angry at that point, so she got dressed and went to leave. But then she saw another dancer performing on stage, so took the money that performer was receiving. So the girl that stole her money, she stole her money off the stage. The two dancers got into a physical altercation, which a security guard and manager had to break up. Amber told the police that the security guard hit her as he was picking her up to take her out of the club. At that point, Amber went to her friend's car. Amber, you're being bad. In a photo shoot earlier that day. She wrapped the BB gun in a jacket, then went back over to where the two men were standing. She told police she believed she could shoot the security guard in self-defense because he hit her. No, girl, that's not how that works. Amber. So Amber goes over with the guns, and the fake BB gun, and she said, so you want to hit females? I got something for you. So you still want to hit females, huh? At that point, the manager pulled out his gun and told Amber to drop her weapon and to get down on the ground. What? What is he doing with a gun in a strip club? Oh, God. Both of them need to go to jail. Amber was charged with aggravated assault without intent to kill, and he needed to be locked up, too, because you're not supposed to have guns where you're selling alcohol. Lord have mercy. Amber, baby. Y'all want to see Amber? This is typical strip club girl. So, yeah. Amber went to jail. Amber went to jail. Can't be doing that, Amber. That's bad, bad. Tusk, tusk. Lord have mercy on their souls, for they don't know. How did I get back on the news? I was reviewing food. I get boiled eggs and watermelon and good stuff so that I have some fruit. I do have that Happy Meal I'll probably eat later. I'll probably put some more sauces on it. Put some sauces on. My glare. I hate the sun. Hate the sun. All right, I gotta use the bathroom. Let's go. I got a potty like a rock star. We'll just run McDonald's. We'll run in, run out. I done spent $15 in there today. I got a coffee. I then went and got, let's throw this stuff away too, since we're gonna run in here and use the bathroom. I've never stolen my life. I'm nothing like you. Stop projecting. Just because you're a little thief and lawbreaker doesn't mean that I am. As a matter of fact, I haven't done anything criminal in over 10 years. Right at 10 years, actually. Probably longer than that. I would have to go back and look. But, you know, not everybody that lives out of their car is a criminal like you. I'm going to throw some trash away while I'm in here. My shorts are too big. At least there's a trash can outside this one. There we go. Trying to be louder than the music so I don't get a YouTube violation. Lord, you thought you damn killed somebody. Takes an act of Congress to block somebody, but Lord, it ain't hard at all. Today I'm get a copyright violation. Make it make sense. Whoo, y'all. So tomorrow. Oh God. Oh. Tomorrow I want to go over more of Project 2025. There's 2 different parts that I want to finish covering. It's a lot. That Leadership for Mandate book, it's a lot of information, you guys. It could take months to cover that whole book. So the best that I can do is let y'all know later which chapter I'm going to read tonight. And if you want to glance at them, you can. I just want people to know that this Leadership for Mandate, the Heritage Program, the Heritage Foundation, that they care about you and your family. And all that they're trying to do is to bring some normalcy back to society, back into our schools, or, you know, to our educators, to everywhere. They're trying to help reverse what has happened over the past 4 years. And it's no secret that everything is suffering right now, from our housing market to unemployment to inflation to gas prices to food costs. Everything is a mess, from healthcare systems to big farm to our education to our educators, our schools. I mean, there was yet again another school shooting the other day. I tell you guys about this, but it was a lover's quarrel 2 teenagers. One shot the other one in the boys' bathroom at the high school. So apparently they were interested in the same girl, and one of them brought a gun to school and shot his classmate. I mean, horrific. We should not be having these issues in 2024 at all whatsoever. We've already lost too many students, too many educators. There's too many people that have already died. Why does this continue to be a problem? But once again, every department, from the DOH to the DOJ to the Department of Treasury to like everywhere, is a mess. This election is so much more than a typical election. And I know that every generation says that, but literally we have never been in this kind of situation whatsoever. I mean, it's what a time to be alive and be Christian and white. I'll tell you that much. You know, YouTube won't let me say that YouTube won't let me comment that. So I have to say it in a live. And I'll leave it there. But what a time. And I had some guy that was like, welcome to oppression. Bitch, I've been oppressed my whole life. I was a fucking foster kid. What are you talking about? I grew up in the Department of freaking Correction. What are you talking about? I've been oppressed my whole life. Just because I'm not a certain skin tone doesn't mean that I don't know what it's like to be bullied or face hardships. I grew up in poverty in a trailer. Grow up, please. Thank you. Love you. Oh, look, I'm putting my hot mustard in my sauce basket. When we get to where I'm parking for the night, I need to straighten up my car. So we'll do that together. I shouldn't have these phone issues. Somebody they have to know me personally. Somebody added data to, otherwise, I mean, they added it to my account. Called me when 1,000 adds data to my account. Absolutely add it. Boost Mobile said that they didn't have my password. Like, we have a PIN number to add data. And Boost Mobile said, yeah, we wanted to call and let you know that we have someone on the line who wants to remain anonymous that wanted to add data to your phone plan. I said, well, don't call me next time. Just add the data, baby. So I can't think of who it could be except for maybe one of my old customers that's known me since before I opened my channel, and they knew me from the clubs and they know my struggle, you know. Because when I first started this channel, I told a bunch of my, you know, regular customers that was coming into work to see me. People that I've known for 15 years that just don't have the money to come in and see me anymore and get dances. You know, once again, 80% of Americans are living off of, you know, paycheck to paycheck. A lot of my regular customers pre-COVID, family men, some of them were just blue-collar workers. So, you know what? Something I wanted to tell y'all. Earlier, I walked into McDonald's, and there was a woman that opened the door for me, and she was a small little woman. And when she opened her mouth, she says, in this New York accent, she goes, I said, oh, thank you, because she opened the door for me, and she goes, you're welcome, sweetheart, in this freaking, she goes, you're welcome, sweetheart, in a freaking deep-ass voice. I was like, oh, wow. Let me get my ass through this door for this woman mollywops me all over this McDonald's, okay? She opens the door, and I said, oh, thank you, because I was going to actually reach to open the door for her. And she's like, you're welcome, sweetheart. I said, oh, God. Woo! Please don't beat me up. Ah, hilarious. Let's get physical, physical, physical. Tomorrow, I got to go wash clothes. Now, I have that $9 left over from cash, so we have the money to wash clothes tomorrow because I have money left over from where I danced. Another failed attempt at dancing. You know, it's so funny because it's one of those things that when I walk into these places, there's a clear, like, sign, you know, like, I don't know how to say it, like, it's like I don't know, it's just weird. It's changed so much, but I'm going to show you guys tomorrow what a typical dancer looks like nowadays at most of these clubs, and I'm going to show you what a dancer used to look like at some of these clubs. And I will just say that we live in a time in society that people, grown adults, bully when you don't fit their stereotype. When you don't match what they look like, they take offense to it. Normal girls nowadays are not appreciated like they used to be, especially conservative women who are not promiscuous thoughts. You know, it's crazy how when you don't respect yourself, people in society have so much respect for you. But the moment you start respecting yourself, all of a sudden nobody has any respect for you. It's like doing the right things makes people hate you. And this has just been my experience. I guess it highlights their failures, just like we were talking about bullies the other day, why bullies are bullies. You know, just like when I go into these restaurants and stuff and I refuse to get involved in drug use, I get bullied because I won't participate, you know, hanging out with the girls after work, going on coke binges all night. Sorry, not my thing, never has been. And I don't want to get involved in stuff like that. But if you don't, then they bully you. They treat you like crap. There's this passive-aggressive, condescending attitude that you have to deal with on a daily basis because you don't want to sell your body out of a restaurant and do drugs. And it's the same environment as a strip club. Same thing. Once the guys know that you're not going to sell ass, then there's problems. They just won't spend money on you because you refuse to sell your butt. So be it. So be it. And all I'm going to say is they don't make dancers like me anymore. They never did to start with, really. I mean, not since like the 80s, the early 2000s. You know. Yeah, I wish that I could show y'all. I wish I could have showed y'all on my computer what I was talking about this issue with the legs. It has to do with genetics. It absolutely has to do with genetics. I've seen other states where people had, like, certain states would have birth defects and stuff in certain areas. Really bad. It's just like in other countries where certain races of people have different characteristics because they're different races of people. Oh, I gotta get back. Try not to flash my booty. Lord. There we go. Oh. I'm just gonna straighten up a little bit. Maybe. My camera. Where is that damn? There it is. Ugh. You know, that cop telling me, oh, this is Walmart. This is where kids burn out tires. It's so stupid because I've stayed at Walmart 2 or 3 nights and there ain't been one dumbass out here doing that because they know they'll go to jail. Trying to get this camera equipment in here and see if I can get you in your diaper. There we go. See if I can get straight. Oh, you're falling. Why, God, must things be so difficult? It's good enough for now. All right, I need dirty clothes, and I need a dirty clothes bag. Febreze on my night coat. All right, I don't know which bag. I guess I'm going to use that dance bag to... So sick. There's data on the phone. Work! Probably because I'm in the cut.